I'm Nicole Aguirre. I am CEO of a creative agency called Warren Creative, and we essentially produce marketing campaigns for companies that want to reach multicultural millennials. We also put out a print fashion and art magazine twice a year called Warren Magazine. Warren Magazine begun kind of as a rebellion against the fact that I didn't feel like print media in DC was really taking into account the creative scene here or was really reflecting the real cultural diversity of the city. So I got together with a couple of other photographers and started Warren Magazine with the help of a small grant from the DC Commission on the Arts and Humanities. So that magazine was released in 2010, the first one, and we've been putting out 2 issues a year ever since. And at the beginning, people came to us and they're like, oh yes, this is just what DC needs. You've gotten rid of all stuffiness, like this is like real local art and fashion and everything's shot in DC and it's using all local people and nothing's airbrushed. It's just sort of like a breath of fresh air. After that, we started doing projects on a consulting basis. We weren't yet an agency, but it was clear to me that was the direction that things were going. So in 2013, we organically grew into a full-service creative agency. And since day one, we've started to grow a really great list of clients that we produce marketing campaigns for, and video, and web work, and just the thing they all have in common is that they all have multiculturalism as a part of their mission. They all are trying to reach millennials, and we help them do that with a demographic that's really hard to reach. Another thing that I'm really proud of that I think makes us different is that we're an all-female led team. And that's, for me, that's like a unicorn in the agency world, you know, where it's mostly led by men and mostly led by white men. And our team is made up of 4 women. So I'm the CEO, Anastasia's the producer, Banaz is our senior designer, and Beth is our fashion director. And we don't try to be like other agencies. In the beginning, one of the things we really wanted to do was reflect a real cultural diversity. I think that the world and young people are becoming more and more hybrids and rainbow children of all different kinds of cultures, and I think companies are really going to miss out if they don't market to those types of people, because that's who we are as a world increasingly. I had no idea what I wanted to do at 17. I moved to DC to go to GW. I studied international relations, which is totally different than what I'm doing now. And so many people in so many different ways have helped me on the road to building a company. One person that is key, it has been key, is our producer and my assistant, Anastasia. She's so good at what she does. She just knows the brand better than anyone else does, and we also have this incredible relationship where it's so much more than work. The second person that I would consider a Sherpa throughout this whole process is Peter Corbett. He runs another creative agency in Washington called iStrategy Labs. He's also my boyfriend and partner, and just been this incredible guide throughout the process. And everybody needs somebody with more experience to go to and say, like, what the heck do I do about this one? You know, and he's always there, and he's been incredibly generous, sharing his knowledge that, you know, there's 6 years ahead of us, and he's the person that's probably most believed in me throughout this process. And I feel like I have so much left to do. I think that we've only gotten to base camp, and we've got all of Everest just to still climb. And I don't expect it to get easier, but it's an incredible journey. And if we're at base camp now, Everest would be us becoming this international creative agency that works in multiple languages and multiple countries and just continues to grow and makes a mark. You know, you only get one shot, and you might as well make it something that you really are going to love and not live someone else's life.